Are we live? I hope we are live. Just give it a minute or two just to see who turns up before we start. If this takes a little while to get going, that's okay. What we will do is I'll try and put a timestamp in the comments to fast forward when we start. Okay, so what am I doing then today? Now, I've done many videos on Bluff Paranormal, but I haven't done too many on the Josh from Hope Paranormal. Josh is a really interesting case because I'm still trying to figure out if he's just really fucking naive with things or if he knows what he's doing. Well done, Liz, you made it. This is why I did it this time, because I knew Australia would hopefully catch this. Okay, so Josh put out a video not so long ago, hours ago I think, not too long, probably less than a day. It's 3 videos rolled to once, so this is going to be a lengthy thing, and I've got the charger on, so I hope my phone makes it through. Just have a look, see if it's charging. Allegedly is, let's just hope it stays that way. With Mac Miller, XXXTentaciòn, and Burt Reynolds, and Tupac as well. Delivery at our door. Sorry for the thought. We just had a delivery. Excellent. Okay, lovely. Okay, so and basically what I wanted to do is to go through this session because I had a brief look at it. There are a few things I'd like to point out basically on it. I don't think Josh is quite as bad as Huff in the terms of just ultimate fraud. Bluff put out a video actually just not long ago about him crossing a family over and a little boy. It's a beautiful, heart-wrenching narrative. Oh, it's so beautiful. So love is the key. And he bangs on about, oh yeah, Josh knows exactly what he's doing. Yeah, probably Liz. It bangs on about how basically that, you know, it was back and forth communication. Well, if that was the case, Bluff, it was back and forth communication. Why was there a jump cut at every available opportunity? Now with Josh, I think he does things a little bit differently. He tries to do the traditional approach with things, but still puts it through that decorated guitar amp, etc. Let's just watch the video and we'll go through and I'll talk at certain key points. It's a really interesting video, okay? And trust me, I'm not just some crazy hater or some crazy troll or whatever, which is the usual narrative that's put out for people like me. No, you know, when credit is due, it will be given, and it always is. Let's go watch.
Overdosing is just not cool. There's no legendary romance. You don't go down in history because you overdosed. You just
Yeah,
die.
Josh is Huff's lapdog. He is. Josh is totally enamoured
Mac,
by him.
what would you like to say regarding your death?
That's great. I know that's just a quick shot into what the session's going to be like. Where the fuck did that come from? What app was used? What? Was it a video being played backwards? Yada yada. Here we go though. Oh, Josh, if you are watching, just so you don't get too triggered and angry. Well, you're not really an angry kind of guy, but you know, you're a bit passive aggressive maybe. I just want to say to you, congratulations on the pregnancy. You're gonna have a baby soon. I wish you all the luck in the world like that. This isn't anything to do with you personally. Yeah, I just want real communication evidence put out there on what the truth of ITC is, and I don't think you're towing the line in that front. But let's go through your video, and like I say, kudos are always given. I'm not just some crazy hater, okay? Here we go.
Okay, let's go on a ride.
Oh, that was a ride, alright there, Josh. You set the tone. Okay, so Josh hosts himself not as a ghost hunter. This is the thing a lot of these channels do. They don't go, I'm a ghost hunter, I'm not looking for intelligent communication, etc. I already know this exists, okay? I'm further on down the line. I know this exists, so I'm going to continue a narrative that, you know, it exists. This is that. And that's great, okay? If that's what you're putting out there and that's what your narrative is, definitely cool. But he's white light assistance. He's a beacon of hope for all those lost souls out there, which is, I understand that. I mean, you know, I wish I could help the homeless and stuff, you know. So I understand the need to help.
Hey everybody, it's me, Josh, Hope Paranormal.
Hey Josh.
It's been about almost 2 weeks since I posted my last video. There's been a lot of projects I'm working on personally.
There's a jump cut in there straight away, but that's okay. We're only talking and editing. I want to filter out all the mumbling and all the fucked up lines. I get that, because, you know, you ever watch an order of magnitude video? Oh, utterly terrible. That dude needs to learn how to edit.
Got a baby coming in less than 45 days.
Wow. Good luck, Josh. Having a baby in 45 days. I don't know if that's your first kid or not, but seriously, I you know, regardless of this video, what I think of you, etc., etc., on that front, good luck, my friend, okay? And I'm sure you'll be a terrific dad. I'm no doubt about it.
So it's been exciting. Last month, in August, I did so many private sessions and group sessions.
Hey, he's got a Ghostbusters car in the back there. Ghostbusters! That's got to be worth something, Josh. Are you a fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd by any chance? Fair play. I do like the Ghostbusters car. I had one of them too as a kid. Shame I got rid of it like an idiot. Hey, let's carry on.
That I really burnt myself out. Normally I pace myself. I normally do about 7 to 10 intuitive psychic readings a month, along with a couple different box sessions that I...
Can you hear that sound effect? Ching! These guys have really learned how to, like, put their videos across. Like, you know, Huff of his... I give credit to Huff on his video editing. His editing skills and camera work is just something else, really, if you consider. And that was a perfectly timed ching sound about his psychic abilities and all that mumbo jumbo, which I don't actually believe in, Josh, but never mind, we'll get to that. Yeah, you know, and you're feeling worn out, are you? This is what Huff had. He felt worn out too, but do you know what? And this could work for you too. These tiny, tiny little angels, I think they're called cherubs actually, came along and they filled him up with all this love and fixed him. So you might have the same thing coming soon. I have good things for you, buddy.
Put out on this channel, but definitely went overboard, and I kind of paid the price for it, and I kind of felt the drain big time, and some other weird things happened. When doing...
Since when was Josh psychic, says Liz? I don't know. These people learn how to become a medium, apparently. You're not born with a gift. You somehow just learn it. I mean, you know. Mortis, you're trailing, buddy. You should learn this gift by now.
The last Tentacion video, I was at his mausoleum, sitting outside in my car.
Oh my word. So you went to his graveyard? Okay. Oh, nothing really wrong with that, I guess. I mean, it's been a little while with XXXTentaciòn on that front, but one thing that puzzles me with these XXXTentaciòn sessions, so many people do them. Loads of people do them. Even those that are against Huff sometimes fucking do them, you know. Okay, fine, you want to do them, but this guy, I swear, Tentacion, must be in two places at once at times. Interesting.
You can see that there were these light anomalies. They were not bugs, they were not dust. You can clearly see this first one, the light flying out of the gray patch on the top of my head. Later on, that same anomaly looks to be coming back around my head and then in my head, which is pretty weird. And then...
Yeah, that's a good piece of evidence, Josh. Like I said, credit is always given when it is due, and that's a good piece. I don't think that's dust either, mate. You are in a cemetery. Please don't put the narrative, oh, that must be Tentacion. You don't know what that is. You got no idea. But, yeah, okay. That's a good little piece of evidence there. Well caught, Josh. Well caught. Very interesting.
And the craziest piece of evidence that I captured regarding these lights, you can clearly see there is a light that comes back into the car and then swirls over my head and then goes right into it. I never felt anything.
No, we don't, Josh. I got quite a few. In fact, actually, the High Priestess caught one with me, which I had no idea was there. It's a similar thing, exactly the same. It's not dust. It is an anomaly. So definitely, Josh, definitely.
I believe that those were my guides or angels. I don't believe that it was anything bad or negative.
No proof either way, Josh. No proof either way. Good, bad, ugly, you know, guides or not. Something, though. Something.
I was talking about Jesus. I was talking about the light. It was pretty amazing stuff. It's just the type of evidence that I want to capture more of, and I want to...
Definitely, you should capture more of that evidence, Josh. Definitely. I'm totally in agreement with you. You want to capture more of that type of evidence. Brilliant.
Look at more of how that's happening. I understand that we are light. So to see these...
Whoa. You understand that we are light. That's a belief. That is not a fact, okay? And anyone who believes that, that's fine. You got your belief. That's not a fact. And yeah, someone give me some evidence that that is fact. When we are spirits, we are light. We could be. I'm not saying we're not, okay? But I'm dealing with facts. That's just the type of paranormal investigator I wish to aspire to.
Light anomalies to be moving in and around my head, I thought was pretty amazing. After the THANX session, something very strange happened. I had taken about a week off from recording and just needed to take a break and recoup. I pulled out my recorder just to see who was around, my guy.
Don't tell me the DR60.
And I ended up capturing some messages that I believe were X. So take a listen and you tell me what you think.
Okay, that's nice. You believe. That's great that you said the word I believe here. It's not fundamental. This is definitely XXXTentaciòn. You believe. Nothing wrong with stating that you believe. That's cool.
Think.
Let's have a listen anyway. This is why I have such a problem with the DR60 recorder. Just cover that subtitle. Right up. You could, yeah, private maybe might be in there, but no, you're really digging deep. Fucking DR60. It is just there. Whatever just there is, I think that's some sort of belief, but no, cover the subtitle. That is purely in your head. I'm sorry. If I grabbed that recording and I went to someone on the street, anybody, well, okay, it'd be helpful if someone is more religious, I suppose, and I said, what does that sound like to you? What is being said here? Do you know how many people come out with a different thing or say, it's nothing, it's just noise? No. No, sorry. I don't mean to be a cunt. I'm serious when I say it. No. No better, I've been able to let go. There wasn't even enough syllables in the scratchies to meet that narrative. So, fucking hell, Josh. Stop it! Oh, there's the famous loud screechy noise that comes out every so often that everybody gets with this recorder. That sounded a bit better. That might have been something about a hard time. That sounded a little bit more better. It's still Class C, though, than anything else. But the rest of it... Look, as I keep saying with these DR60s, not that EVPs cannot exist on these things. Of course they can, like any other freaking recorder. But a lot of the time, you're passing off the fault as the EVP.
I believe that was X that I recorded. Since then, I've done a group session for the patrons on my Patreon page, and I had over 27 validations come through for them from their deceased loved ones.
Yeah, was it like Huff, though, alright? When you say validations, did they give you the names first and stuff, or are these just really, really hopeful people? Oh my god, that said Graham. Graham was my uncle who died, Graham. These people that come to your Patreons and that, wanting to see their deceased loved ones, the deceased loved ones never knew you in the first place, so why would they go to you? And I bet they're really far away from you as well. They might not be, but, you know, on the chance I'm on about. Yeah.
And I just wanted to show you a few of those amazing responses before that session took a little bit of a weird turn.
Okay, go for it, buddy.
Alright, hello. This is Josh.
Jump cut.
I'm going to get into the mode here and connect to the best of my ability.
Okay, so what we've got going on here is one of these people, like Huff, doesn't explain what's going on to the viewer. They just accept as gospel, okay? He's got his PSP7, and he's rigged it up to the decorated guitar amp to change the noise of it, get rid of that irritating faux white noise the SB7 gives off. Now, no diss to Gary Golker. When he made that machine, he was experimenting. He thought faux white noise would probably help. Probably doesn't seem to, because it's faux white noise, although I think white noise has something to do with it and all the rest of it. Well, 60 years worth of ITC says so, but these people forget the history. But that's what he's got. So he hasn't got an app going on here. He has got a PSP7. I don't know what sweep he's at, because he hasn't told us, but it's going into the decorated guitar amp, okay?
I'm going to do a roll call of the names. I have the list right here.
He's faster sweep than Huff. Huff literally runs at like the slowest speed the SB7 will go to get as much radio chatter come through as possible and call that spirit. So he is at a faster sweep. Okay, carry on, Josh. Jump cut. Focus was there. Yeah, okay.
Grow your business
Fucking advert.
by accepting credit and debit cards with the SumUp card reader. No fixed contract, no monthly.
Get rid of that.
Alright, here we go. I'm going to read the names off.
Go for it. Jump cut.
First, I'm going to try and just connect here. And then start envisioning the door and all of you. Alright, I'm on that bridge again.
Yes, Irish Steve-O. Back door. You fired your editing guy, also Irish Steve-O, and I want him for my channel, but that's a different story. Let's carry on.
Walking with a guide on each side, I feel like this is all in my mind.
It is all in your mind, for sure, Josh.
We're at a door.
No. Let Leah knock. No. No.
And I see a star above me. I feel like I'm at
Jump cut.
the table with Bob. I feel like Michael's standing up.
Jump
I
cut.
feel like the other guy
Okay, well that's suddenly changed. Are we at night time now, or has he just turned off the lights?
go around. And I feel like there's the door.
Close? No, not really. Sorry. I promise you I'm not doing this to be an arsehole, okay? I'm just looking at this critically, okay? Cover the subtitle and listen to it again. There you go. That did say Greg. What is that relation to? I have no idea, but it said Greg. Well done. Yeah, passable, Deborah, okay.
Guys can just say and speak up when you can. I trust that my guides are helping to organize.
Jump cut.
I'm gonna run through this look.
Didn't hear a Jesus fight. There was a sort of fines in there, but no Jesus. Because last names mentioned, I meet them to protect the identities. Fair enough, yeah. Okay, that's understandable.
Jenny. She's looking for. Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Looking
open.
for Gary.
What's going on here? The lights are on, now they're off again. What are you doing here, Josh? I mean, I know this is jump cut to buggery, but I don't really understand what's going on here. Are you putting like 4 or 5 sessions together here and just jump cutting them, or are you turning lights on and off as you go? A lot of jump cuts, which gives the impression, right, if you're watching this video and you don't really know any better, you think this is how it went. It didn't go like this. Oh, obviously huge gaps of nothingness or whatever. And obviously you're grasping at straws to get what you need. The Deborah and the Greg thing, yeah, they were spot on. I don't know what it was relation to, though. Was it random? Was it... Let's just carry on. You get where I'm coming from.
Her brother.
Yeah.
Danny Cook. Her husband.
No. This is a problem with the decorated guitar amp, okay? Because any communication that goes through that, even if it's genuine communication, Spirit comes through and says, here we go. Spirit comes through and says its piece, manipulates the sound or what, however they do it, and then you're going to fuck up that for them. You're going to put it for a decorated guitar amp and completely change what they put out. It's just not cool. Well, it's not cool. It's not cool. It's very cool. Everyone wants to decorate guitar. My point is, you're messing up your source. Okay, so if Spirit comes from the PSP7 and changes it, it's going to be a totally different message you're going to get, because that guitar amp's going to fuck it up. I'm open as there. Well done.
Are you saying I'm going too fast?
No. He didn't say you're going too fast, Josh. He just said I'm open. This is random. Jump cut.
Was it?
Yeah, who's that dude? Yep.
Scottish cat. So cat. Yeah.
No.
Scotland. And he loved one for her.
Right. This is where I want to know where the fraud's going on or not. So, a lady is obviously whatever. Anyone for her? Lee Cook. Okay. Sounded like Lee Cook. Did it not? Did it not? Did he read that prior or whatever? I'm not saying it's not possible for these loved ones to go to him technically and come through. Sure they can. But you got to be really, really careful and open and honest on this kind of thing. And don't use the information prior. And obviously, it's also got to go back to the recipient as well, the person that is after the dead loved one. Are they desperate for any kind of message that has nothing to do with anything but the pareidolia fits the narrative? I understand the desperation of reaching a loved one. I do get that. And this is a tough call. This is why it's so hard to... Fuck it, carry on. You know what I'm getting at. Jump
Wendy, she's looking for her mom. Helen, are you here? Can you come through, Helen?
Right, so we have got information prior. So he has the information up front already to the deceased people that he's after.
Wendy would love to hear from you.
No. Jump cut.
Brian? Yes. I hear you saying my name over and over again.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Not great.
Edna and Preston.
Oh, Tupac. That was a good one. Didn't say nice roll call.
Now this is undeniable. If you know me, you know that in the past I have asked for Tupac. I was a big fan.
Alright, so this is where narratives and pushing things together go. It randomly said Tupac, and it did say that. It said Tupac. But because I've always asked for Tupac or whatever, there he is right now, just said his name, as you do. Nothing else, just, you know. Coincidence is more of a kind of thing with that, but...
His music reached me in many ways, and it helped me through a lot of different times, difficult times in my life. I know that I've definitely made contact with him many times in the past. I have a whole dedicated
has
video
a hell of a lot
to
of
me
jump
reaching out
cuts.
to him.
At least he's not sort of trying to
did
hide
not
them, I
ask
guess.
for him in
Unlike
this
how...
session. So for him to come through and say nice roll call, which I believe is his voice, it's
Okay, he says, I believe. That's not stating fact. Fair enough. But Tupac is random as fuck. Just come out of nowhere. I mean, I'm a big fan of, you know, fucking the Manics. You know, suddenly my spirit box says Richie. Oh my god. Richie's here because he knows I'm a big fan of him. I've always asked for him, you know?
sounds just like him, in my opinion, is pretty amazing.
It doesn't sound anything like Tupac, Josh. I'm sorry, but that's not his voice. I've listened to a lot of Tupac albums. That sounds nothing like Tupac. I didn't say nice roll call either.
I hear you guys. There's message. There's responses.
See you later, mate, if you've got to go.
Randy. Always missing his mom. Janet. Janet, can you come through?
Turn the brights on to keep the battery going, guys. It is on charge, believe it or not. Oh, we got a Tupac again. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so we got it twice. That is more a bit interesting, maybe. Okay.
Kathy, she's asking for her friend.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor before. Tupac isn't dead. He's in Cuba or whatever, and I've sort of seen the evidence. Maybe. I don't know either way. But yeah, I have heard of that before.
Tina Mullins, who just passed.
Don't say
very
Tina.
quick, and she wants to know she's okay.
Didn't say X either.
So just a quick X comes through. At the time, of course, I didn't notice it. But just wait, more will come through.
You didn't notice it because it didn't say X, dude. It didn't say X. It was a yeah. Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna shift to something else now.
Didn't say that either.
We've ran the PSB7 enough. I'm gonna ask a couple questions on the DR60. That doesn't mean I'm gonna understand it in full in real time, but we will see.
Ah, right. So here we go. The whole belief thing again. So he does the question. The EVP. I say EVP loosely comes through. It said egg. Yeah. And then at the time, it's just noise, garbled rubbish. But then he goes to bed and he thinks back, goes, "Hey, it said that. That's what it said. Yeah."
To my guides, Michael or Bob, Brian,
Oh, I need a Red Bull.
that I have done the roll call, and I'm asking now, is there anything that you guys would like to say?
Well, at least he's sort of done it in real time, I think. No. No. No, 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 no.
Okay, play that again.
No, Josh, no, 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 no. That did enough. No. What the fuck were you thinking there? Josh, it is absolutely okay to get nothing, okay? There is nothing wrong with failing a session. This doesn't work all the time. You got nothing there. Garbled nothing. The fault of a recorder. Cover the subtitles. Cover.
I get it.
Fucking
I get it that
Jesus,
you've
Josh.
got a lot on your plate. I get it that you.
And,
Michael, are we going to be able to help anyone with the light tonight if they need it?
yeah, Michael. Be a hero. Send them on. I say, it looks like he's doing it in real time, so to say, other than the subtitles after, obviously. Unlike Kathy, like, Jump Cuts or pre-does it, because a word or two's different.
Michael, are we going to be able to help anyone with the light tonight if they need it?
Maybe. That was a bit closer. That was a little bit closer, but I was still being guided by the subtitle. If I closed my eyes, I don't know, but that was a little bit closer. Yeah, no, the second bit not so.
Are we going to be able to help anyone with the light tonight if they need it?
Help the, didn't say masses, help the something. That was a bit close, like I said, a bit better. So kudos. But like I said, I did follow the subtitle, which this is what usually happens. If it doesn't quite go the way it's right, straight to SCD2, straight to the app, because that's the easy get out clause. Just follow the session. This is Easy Street now when we hit the app. Easy Street. Just follow the session, you don't need to lead it.
These loved ones to come through and say their names, say anything.
No.
These people, something, Michael.
No. Between the powerful message and DL68 response that a deceased loved one saw Michael, that didn't. I'd say it's safe to say Michael is a strong guy trying to help. He's quite picky of his words, at least, rather than matter of fact, unlike her. So that was one thing. I don't think that's what they saw Michael. I think that's just gibberish, personally. But...
Alright, I'm gonna do something right now.
Jump cut.
This place is...
Leave the global...
Yeah, it said that, but that was random. Sound sample. Leave a bubble. Jump cut.
Alright, I want to ask a couple more questions, then we're going to be wrapping it up.
Oh, that lasted long, and he didn't sit too long on that. I guess the right sound samples didn't come through for him on that one.
Michael, is there anything else that you'd like to say at this point before I try my last thing? I don't know what that will be yet.
Hello, Xena. Yeah, the echo reverb is far too high, of course it is.
Okay.
Michael, is there anything else that you'd like to say at this point before I try my last thing? I don't know what that will be yet.
Cover subtitle. What do we get? No. No. Let go at the start is a possibility. But the rest, no. I've turned my head to the side there and it's just nothing. Nothing.
Another pretty clear response pertaining to X, and before I wanted to wrap the group session, I pulled out another tool to see what else I could capture. It sounds like the spirits are telling me at some point I should help him. Michael, I will do a closing prayer. I just want to know if there's anything else that you'd like to say, and I thank you in advance now for all that you are doing.
Cool, he left it a long time, didn't he?
Michael, I will do a closing prayer. I just want to know if there's anything else that you'd like to say. I thank you in advance now for all that you are doing.
Better, like 50% of that subtitle match kind of thing, you know? What? The problem with running from yourself is when you finish running it, there you still are. We must face our reality in order to be truly free. Very profound words, Josh. Very profound words.
Hey, it's 3 in the morning. I was just getting ready to go to bed.
Real 3 in the morning or huff 3 in the morning? I mean 11 a.m. I actually trust you, Josh. I reckon it's 3 in the morning.
Up late. I just did my Patreon live stream earlier tonight. Burt Reynolds died last night. Mac Miller died today. And I wasn't planning on turning on the box at all to do anything. I have to be quiet. The family's sleeping. I don't know why I'm turning it on. I'm turning it on to see.
Because you're a selfish asshole. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Who comes through regarding those people. I'm going to ask for them. Whether or not they come through or not, or story. So, let's see.
Now, Josh, who was doing a Burt Reynolds session at this time also? Would it be Huff? Would it be anyone else? You know, all the rest of it? I know Huff isn't really doing sessions. He's just playing videos backwards, for fuck's sakes. Let's be honest here. You haven't used this technique yet in this video, but we'll soon see. Anyway, let's carry on. See what's what. Go straight to the app.
Alright.
The bloody app.
I don't know who we can get, but I'm looking to talk to or ask about Burt Reynolds.
Just a quick thing to note as well. You know, these people say, oh, it's not about views or anything like that. I promise you. But, you know, we've got to get it in 24 hours, 48 hours, because Huff said so, right? If that was the case, why don't you release a video a month later or thereabouts? Because it's not about views, right? It wouldn't matter if it's not trending, right? Or is that just me? Random.
Burt passed last night. I didn't know him
No.
personally, but
And he didn't know you either, dude. So why would he... You know, in real life, if he saw you on the street, do you think he'd go up to you? Or if he went up to you and said, hi, I'm a big fan, how do you think he'd react? Would he say, oh, okay, you know, get an autograph or whatever? Or would he go, sorry, I'm not working? Yeah. How do you think he was in real life? Okay, he didn't know you either. So why would he be anywhere or thinking... Carry on.
worked with a lot.
Sweetheart, take a right.
I worked with a lot of people that worked with him. I almost cast him in one of my films.
What? He almost cast in one of my films?
I heard he was just a great guy. So I'd like to ask.
I'll reopen the case.
I'd like to ask about Burt Reynolds.
I'm sorry for random sound samples.
Website. We'll be right.
Website, there's your proof. That's a
How is
fucking
Burt
stream.
Reynolds doing?
But remember, spirits manipulate the audio, so that's what it's for.
I'm sure he's fine.
Random. Nothing to do with anything.
Did Burt
Random, nothing to do with anything.
immediately cross to heaven, to the first level? How is he doing? Just trying to adjust it enough I can hear it.
Can barely find you, eh?
How are
Jump
my
it.
guides doing tonight? I'd like to...
Nothing.
3 o'clock, 3 what?
Nothing. Nothing to do with anything, Josh. Just ignore it.
I'm gonna focus on Burt and just give it a shot and give it a chance. There's no difference in the time that we're doing it. It doesn't matter.
I don't know, Josh, you see, because with the sessions that I've got, when you say there's no difference in time when I'm doing it, my best sessions seem to come through between those bewitching hours. They really do. Now, you can take that how you want to, you know, is that evidence of whatnot? But just something maybe, I don't know.
That it's late.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So that connects with what he just said. It doesn't matter what time, you know. These apps are coded in such a clever way, like I keep telling people. The sound samples or whatever the sound banks that are used can be an answer to everything if you can link it all up.
That was weird. Burt, I'm not gonna ask for much of your time. You knew a bunch of actors that I knew.
There's that website thing
These
again.
were the people that you had worked with and cast you in a movie.
Nothing.
You know, I didn't live too far from where you had residence. In Jupiter, in different places around here in South Florida. Everyone has a story with you. Of course, you know, you rest in peace.
Sorry, no
To
connection.
me, this line is great. If anyone knows anything about low-budget film production, independent filmmaking, you know that the one main thing that you get right is that you make sure you feed your crew and your actors.
No, don't even try and slay this narrative, Josh. It said something about food, so therefore, you know, that points towards he was on about food and stuff. There was no contact there, my friend. Look, you're better than Huff because you are not literally getting his videos and just creating your own narrative and pareidolia. What you're doing is running the app and just following your session. But there was nothing there at all. That was a zero contact session. Not Burt, not nobody, nothing. I'm sorry, dude. That's the facts of it.
And it's so well known that when you're booking low-paying gigs, low-paying films, all the actors say, as long as there's food. So to capture that kind of response makes me feel like I actually did get Burt.
No, Josh. Flatter your ego. No. Just, there is nothing wrong, I keep telling you. There's nothing wrong with getting nothing in your session, okay? But there is something wrong with trying to fucking put narratives like this and trying to, you know, no.
Is there anything you'd like to say? Through here.
That's right, just like you.
Isn't that funny? That sounds just like Burt Reynolds.
It's all in the creativity of
A great actor.
I wonder if Sanchez, right, has updates for these apps, like if you find out certain celebrities died or whatever, then on the stream, the cast shout stream, he'll put on, you know, Burt Reynolds or other dead people of the moment, you know? You with me? Sanchez is a dodgy fucker and I wouldn't put it past him. I have no proof of that, of course, but you know what I'm saying?
And Longest Yard, Striptease,
Hi, Art. Hi, Keith.
Cannonball Run, Smokey and the Bandit,
It'll really be.
Buggy Nights. There's so many. Just impressive. It's very impressive. But
Back there. Clear?
I appreciate it.
Surely in a robot ship.
I appreciate it if you did come through.
Random.
So as I suspected, I wasn't going to capture too much with Burt Reynolds, but it was cool because I got to sit in on his master class and got to see the real Burt. I got to meet
What?
him and talk to him briefly. I wish him the best on his journey. Now I try to just establish some kind
Jesus Christ, a fucking ego on it. Oh boy. Josh, I know you don't want to listen to this. Huff is bad for you. Really bad. And you notice your subs are not anywhere near as high as his? It's not going to happen, dude.
of contact with Mac Miller.
Okay.
I'm just going to ask.
Mac Miller now.
I'm going to ask to connect with Mac Miller. I'm sure he's... I didn't know of him very well.
Well, you didn't know of him very well. You have no connection to him. You're not even a fan of him then. So you really have nothing. You are purely doing this because it's the latest celebrity that is dead and is trending at the moment. Get some more views because, hey, my Master Huff's doing it, you know. Again, at least you're not playing a video backwards. Oh no, just play an app and follow the session. Far easier. It's actually more lazier in a way, but I don't know.
But he was someone that, again, made an impact on a lot of people and had a drug problem.
Found the body.
And that's something. They found the body. Yeah, they found the body.
An answer to anything. Clever, clever app.
In his home. Mac Miller, are you there?
Jump
Would
cut.
you like to talk?
Secret jump cut. Didn't even say that time.
If you'd like to talk. Right there are 4 pertinent, clear responses pertaining.
Really, Josh? 4 clear, pertinent responses. Go on, I'm listening.
To Mac Miller's situation. It's undeniable. The 2 responses
Undeniable. Okay.
that are interesting to me are the 2 last ones about how she found him, he had life, and called a policeman. Let's continue, there's a lot more. If you'd like to talk, this is an open channel for him. I'm sure
loose. This is very... Do you know what, right? Like I say, Huff is an out-and-out fraud in terms of, you know, jump cuts and playing videos backwards and stuff, but Josh goes for the loose approach, just the loosest thing related to, you know? Oh, man. Jess! Fucking hell. You've put on like $50 on me so far. Thank you. Thank you very much. Jesus, Jess. Now you're going to put me off my spiel, for fuck's sakes.
I'm sure there's plenty of people trying to contact him. Paranormal people's site.
Slight, not light. Slight, that said.
The
Another fucking
dog
advert.
drives people crazy.
Nothing like milking
If
it.
I can
Okay,
round up the
whatever.
right people.
Adverts are allowed. My hope is, oh, well put, that reply is about him, that regardless of whatever happens, he's already found the light. Me too, Josh. We all want Miller, who I don't know either and have no connection with, to find the light, you know, or be well in his afterlife. Of course, I don't begrudge you that, but again, I don't think there's a connection here in the slightest. I really don't. I mean, don't know what anyone else feels. Of course, your fans will think like, oh yeah, of course, because. Slight, not light. Slight, that said. Slight.
Mac, I didn't know you, but I understand pain, I understand drug addiction. There's really nothing for you to be doing on that. In this first early stages of...
I know it's saying these sound effects as well, because I had a guy come to me and said, hey, I bought a wonderbox and whatnot. You cannot tell me this isn't connection, okay? And this lad had obviously spent a lot of money on his wonderbox, got it from Steve Huff, and it was a noble effort as trying to validate to me that a connection was going on with his session. And it was like this, my granddad died the other day or whatever, is he here? And the sound sample was found in a dark corner. He was hiding in a dark corner. He's in a dark corner? Wow, that's really bad. Oh my god, he's in a dark corner. And this kid was genuinely worried that, that his granddad was in a really dark place. Because of this one fucking sound sample. It was just random and it just, look, I push for Spirit Box as in genuine and whatnot, and I know I'm very critical of my own Spirit Box sessions, very critical of them. Some say you need to loosen up, Riley, and just go with the flow. You do get a lot more than you think. Fair enough, but I'm critical for a reason, because I want it as factual, not just trying to connect dots, and that's what's going on here. Dots are being connected, but there are not actually any dots there in the first damn place.
Of transitioning from a body to a soul. But sometimes...
And there is nothing wrong with trying this all the time, left, right, centre, because like I say, 1 in 20 sessions, 1 in 10 sessions thereabouts, can I definitively say, yeah, I got a connection there, and it's back and forth. And because it's back and forth, no jump cuts were needed, because it was back and forth, okay? I'll give you the link. You've seen the fucking montage that I parade around. You've seen the videos I'm talking about. Not that many, probably about 10 or 20. I've done like over 200 sessions, and 10 or 20 videos is where the real, undeniable contact is at. That's not a lot, is it? That's not a good figure. Alright, I'm not chosen. I'm not a medium. Neither of these guys chosen. They're certainly not mediums either. But you get what I'm saying. These guys cannot have a session that is a failure. It has to be hit somewhere. Can't do it because that's not good for the views. That's not good for anything. So we have to connect the dots and we have to, put our flag down, declare victory, even though that is not the case at all.
Sometimes it's nice to have a friend or someone to talk to. Mac Miller, Is there anything you'd like to say? Is there anything he wants to come across and say? Was this about Ariana Grande? Was this because of her? This was an accidental overdose. This wasn't on purpose. Correct?
A practical way of doing it. Blast off was the last.
He's going to take out... Look, these are really good questions, actually, Josh. I'll give you that. They're really intriguing questions. And if an answer came out of it, great. But that doesn't purport to him. That last blast off was something or other. What? Oh, I see. Yeah, his last hit of... I don't know what he was taking. Heroin was not something or other. Yeah, that's what it means. Connect the dots.
I could hear someone behind the main talking. Okay, so now I do the reverse speech technique. It's been done by...
Oh, God, he is. He's doing the fucking video reverse thing. For fuck's sake, I should have known. I should have known.
Steve Huff. It's been done by me many times with the different well-known people that I've done sessions on. It's a very simple technique. I take an interview of the person.
Josh, I've shown you how to validate those sessions, okay? How to prove that there's something going on with the manipulation. Will you do that? Will you buggery do the validation that I've told you? How you can prove to people spirits manipulating it? You won't know. You just won't.
I feed it through the soul speaker, and I put it in through reverse. So anything coming through the box is going to be gibberish. It's going to sound reversed and garbled, but it's in that person's voice. The idea is that I'm motivating them to be able to use their own voice and speak again, and it's worked very well with...
Here's a question, Josh, right? Okay, so spirit manipulates audio. Why can't I manipulate it forward? Because it's manipulating it forward with your crappy app, isn't it? So why does it have to be backwards? You see what I'm saying? It's a contradictory thing.
Most of the people I've done it with for at least a few different responses. So check it out.
Right, now take that sample and reverse it back to forward. And check, see if it's exactly the same as the video you got it from. Validation, bump.
Alright. I got a Mac Miller interview that I'm reversing through the box, reverse speech, so it should be all gibberish. I'm going to unpause it when I ask a question. I've done this for, many celebrities. So this is Steve's technique. It's a pretty good one. It's work.
No, it's a false technique, dude. It's not a pretty good one. It's a fucking awful one. It's flawed. If you just think about it a little bit logically, it's totally flawed. Not undebunkable.
Very well for the both of us. And I'm just going to ask
No, it fits your narrative perfectly for the both of you.
couple of questions and see what happens. So, with this focused intent with his Mac Miller, you have passed because of I think an unintentional overdose. Unless it was intentional, I don't know. Mac Miller, are you here? Can you
Press play on the video and we'll find out.
use this?
Yep. Rip.
Alright. Mac, what would you like to say regarding your death?
Press play. Stop. Bosh. Right there. Same response Steve Huff got. There's no Mac anymore. Fuck me, you two are a fucking pair of plums. Right there is the same response Steve Huff got. Play that section of the interview backwards so it matches what the video is, and I bet it's going to be exactly the same. My God, you've blown your cover, both of you, because you've got exactly the same responses using exactly the same interview. That shows you that is not spirit communication in the frickin' slightest. What, you think spirit fucking impregnated the message early in there for a couple of years before because the chosen one was coming along? Jesus, Josh. I know you'll probably comment on this and you'll give it the Kool-Aid speech of terms of the wishy-washy negativity, blah 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 blah, and you know I know what I'm doing, etc. But oh my God, Josh, I want to know: are you naive or do you know what you're doing? Are you so enamored by Steve Huff that you're following his every move yet not intentionally understanding this? Or do you know exactly what you're doing and you're just recreating the business model to fucking make some pennies because you got a baby coming along? And I understand that, you know. But, dude, you are busted right here. Exactly the same. Wow, it was exactly the same as Steve Huff's one. Interesting. Moron. That sounded, rather than praise up, that sounded like Steve Huff. I'm surprised Steve Huff didn't use that and go, oh, it said my name. Oh my God, Josh. I'm just face palming so hard right now. Oh!
What would you like to say to your fans, Mac, if there's anything that you'd like to say
I know he wants to say to his fans, I'm with Huff again.
to your fans? Okay.
Play it backwards, forwards, play it the right
Is
way.
there any message that you would like
See if
to
it's
say
different. If you play it
to
backwards,
Ariana
i.e.
Grande for
forwards,
whatever reason, maybe
does
that
it match the interview? If
you
it
may
doesn't,
not.
and Spirit
I'm just gonna
manipulated
ask.
it, well, then it'd be different, wouldn't it? Think about it. Anyone remember that video of Huff in the graveyard? Someone did a video called "Guy Likes Listening to His Own Voice in Reverse," and Huff was like, "Yeah, look, here we go. We've got spirit manipulation going on by playing things backwards, my own voice backwards, and they're changing it. But when you reversed it back, it was just Steve Huff's voice, exactly the same, backwards. That's all it was. Nothing. It's just pure pareidolia. Fucking rubbish."
I'm just gonna ask a couple more questions here. Have you seen any kind of light of any kind? Okay. How many people have you come through? How many people have tried to contact you? Alright, my friend. I'm sure we'll talk again.
Yeah, follow the session, dude. Even though it's not really a session, it's just.
Alright. So what I did was, I'm gonna pick this up.
Yeah, you played an interview backwards.
See, that sound is coming through the box after I pause it because it's coming through reversed. So this is the interview from the Breakfast Club on 9/22/16.
So find that video, guys.
Just
Run it
give them a
backwards.
chance to come through.
Run it
I
forwards.
may have got nothing.
Debunk
No
this
idea.
asshole once and for all.
Alright.
Or at least
Shut
show him
this
the
thing.
fucking way. Another advert. Wow, even Huff doesn't have as many adverts. I know it's a long video though.
Alright. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I'm just gonna ask now. To my approved guides and spirits, is there
Improved
anything that you
guides?
would like to end this session on?
Who are your improved guides? Improved guides?
Okay.
No. Mac was in there, I
Alright.
think.
I don't
But
know what they said. I will listen.
I didn't
I'm not
know what
gonna
he said.
get it
I'll
in
listen
real
later
time,
on
as I
when I got a
normally
clean
don't
head
do
and I can
it.
fit it together and connect the dots.
I thank you to my guides. I thank you to the angels. And I appreciate it. I love you. And good night.
God. like I say, kudos. At least he's doing it in real time, unlike Huff, who jump cuts. But even so, he's just connecting dots and following session. No. 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 Oh. You're exhausting me. Oh, you're absolutely exhausting me, Josh.
I knew who Mac Miller was, but I didn't listen to his music, just like I didn't listen to X's music.
So why were you felt compelled to do a session if you weren't even a fan of theirs, let alone know who they are? I know why. Because it was trending.
Once I heard it, I could say, oh wow, you know, it was good. It's very good. Good on many different levels. Not to take away from either.
Because this is all about love, right? Just love. Just does it for the love. Love, 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 love. Love is the kill.
The artists. Last night I just did this quick session. At the end, I captured a couple of DR60 messages that to me seem like there's more going on here with possibly multiple people. If there's anyone else that needs help,
yeah, Terry Rowe, they do ridicule ITC completely. I mean, I understand the fundamentals of it, and say to the real people out there understand the fundamentals of it. These guys just abuse it. Totally abuse it. They take all the false positives and all the connecting dots to make their own narrative. For more views, more sales, whatever, Patreon. Money is the key. That's right, not love is the key, money.
It's all honest to God. Every single thing is the truth, and that's it. So
Yeah, you gotta push that narrative like Huff. It's 100% real, because any percent implies something must be fake, right? 100% real, and it's all true. I've gotta reinforce this message, because, do you know what, Josh, on my videos, when I do my, sessions, especially if they're actual, I actually make a connection, which I say is probably 1 in 10 sessions do I make that connection, where it is back and forth, right? And I'll show you the videos. I dare you to watch those videos, Josh. I dare you to watch the videos where I make a connection. I freaking dare you, okay? You'll probably just say, you're speaking to demons. Regardless of what I'm speaking to and what it says, because it's not always that nice communication, I'm making a connection with something of intelligence, which is what you are not doing. But on my videos, do I never ever go, oh yeah, this is 100% real, guys. Don't need to, because it's clearly obvious it is real, because there is no jump cuts, and it is recorded as it happened.
recording on that. Recording on this.
Hey, there's nothing wrong if Josh is wearing eyeliner or eyeshadow. I fucking look awesome with eyeliner.
The sound check. Okay. Need my reverb. That sounds good.
Sounds fucking
I'm
shy.
here. Last night, I tried connecting with Burt Reynolds. I tried connecting with Mac Miller. And it sounded like also someone else was here looking for help. Whoever is needing help, I would like to help them. I don't know if we're going to be able to hear from everyone. I'd like to ask for Mac Miller.
Yeah, Mac Miller.
I'm going to try and connect here.
Come speak to a man you don't know. I think Mac Miller would get on well with Josh, actually, because Josh, like I say, I keep saying this, I mean, I'm only joking when I say this, but it's true, he does own a titty bar. I think they get on quite well.
So immediately I feel a slight surge of...
I think Mac Miller would have more of a connection with Josh and Huff anyway, you know what I'm saying? Can you imagine Huff being cool with all the rappers? I think Josh has more of a cool, edgy street to him than Huff. Plus he's got a titty bar.
energy.
No, it's not spirit
I know
talking,
that
you're
you
right.
were
It's not.
found yesterday
It's just samples or upstream.
of an overdose.
You're one.
Heroin.
This is
I know you
painful.
were open about your drug problems, but you were working on trying to, be more of the light. And I understand the breakup and the pain with Ariana Grande, your ex. I don't want to bring up these painful moments, but
I don't want to bring up these painful moments, but, I want to try and trigger spirit as much as possible, Because you're about the love and the caring, Josh, aren't you? You're totally about the love and the caring, yet you're saying things to try and trigger a best response as possible. I'm done with this shit, seriously.
I just want to let you know that I understand. I know what it's.
Hey, I understand. Random guy who doesn't know me, doesn't know anything. He's not even a fan of my work, but he understands. Thanks, I got the empathy from you. But only because of his sweet, sweet YouTube views and subs
like.
and Patreons.
I know what it's like to
And my assistant.
have a drug problem, have issues.
Josh, we can both empathise on this. Both of us have had a drug problem in the past, my friend, okay? So that's cool that you're projecting it out there, but there's no other reason why you'd be doing this other than fucking for the viewership, okay? If you're really about the love and all the rest of it, but you wanted to show this, wouldn't you wait a month or so after it stopped trending and be a bit more respectful? My arse. And that's why you're bringing up all the painful things, It's not about love at all, mate. You can say what you want, your fans can believe it, but I understand what's what, mate. And so do, well, weirdly enough, a movement that is growing on our end. The real ITC people are starting to see, well, we already knew, but more and more people are starting to understand and see through it. Like I say, spirit communication exists. Entity communication, as I like to. I don't really like calling it spirit communication because we don't really, truly, fully know what we are communicating with. You get the Bible bashers say, oh, you're just communicating with demons. That might well be the fucking case. No one actually really knows. You've seen my sessions, the people that know what's what, okay, without the jump cuts and all the rest of it, okay? We don't really, truly know. A lot of it is belief, but I want to deal in facts. I did have a point to this, but I can't remember. But the point is, you're doing this for the views and nothing else.
And to feel that pain from, the loss of someone, or just the pain deep within.
Didn't even say and the pain, you... Didn't even say that. And the pain. It didn't mirror what you said.
Can't get high enough to get rid of it.
Mumble, mumble.
For me, it was my higher power that helped me.
I was going to read your facts because it's.
You went on a 12-step program, Josh? Is that what you went on, a 12-step program? Good for you, my son. I'm glad you're all sorted now, and I'm glad you're having a kid, okay? I do wish you well, Josh. I honestly do. And I really want to believe you're just naive with this. I really fucking do, dude. I want to believe you're just totally naive and you're not just, putting on the front of a nice guy and all the rest of it. But, I don't know, man. I think you're just following Huff because you guys know exactly what you're doing. Just Huff is making the money and the sales and stuff, and you just want to ride his coattails doing the same thing as him.
For me, it was the 12 steps. It was...
Yeah, look, I was right. Good for you, Josh, anyway. Okay, let's give him a round of applause for doing a 12-step program. That's not an easy thing. I couldn't do a 12-step program. At the end of the day, I'm still fucking medicated, so technically, Josh and people like that have beaten me. So, Josh, I commend you on that big time, mate, alright? I'm not a complete arse. I'm not here just to troll you. I promise you, okay? I'm being critical about this kind of thing.
Finding a spirituality that worked for me, a higher power that I could understand on some level. Do you have anything?
Yeah, ego, definitely. Xena, definitely ego.
You want to say? He can't. How come? How come he can't? Does he not want to, or is he just he can't? There shouldn't be anything restricting anyone in any way. Clear? Okay.
What?
Right here, clear.
Connect with dots, Josh. Connect
Listen,
the
if
dots.
there's someone else here too that I've worked with already, then I'm willing to help you. But I will not accept anything negative. No negativity in any way.
Josh, I don't think anything negative would ever come through anyway on those sound banks or whatnot, because the stream and shoutcast stream you're getting and the bank taps that are in there, they don't have that kind of thing that you're after, you know? So don't worry about that, mate. You won't get any communication like what I get. Don't worry about it.
It's not that it's going to hurt me.
No, Josh, I believe that they can't hurt you. Well, they can hurt you. I've had scratches and stuff, but on my session, I got someone telling me that it got me and that I had to run and all the rest of it. Fuck all happened. They just like to play, jump scares, don't they? These fucking entities, whatever they are. You ain't gonna get hurt, buddy. Especially if you just speak into sound samples.
It's just that I don't like it. I
don't like it because it doesn't go with the narrative.
Escape anger. I don't escape pain. I don't escape myself. Michael, Bob, are you guys here? Well, I know you're here, but can you say anything through here as well? I'm going to try a couple things here. Mac Miller, are you in any way wanting the light or feeling like you need the light? There's probably a lot of things you still need to work through, and that's okay.
Yeah, because he's going to go to you to deal with these problems, Josh. You are his counselor. You are his... He doesn't know you.
I'm going to give you an opportunity.
Oh, that's kind of you, Josh. Nice opportunity there. You're going to give him the opportunity.
I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak with your own voice here briefly. With a door or something? That sounded like him or something.
Over door? I suppose you haven't put the app on with the knocking door. You remember that? Steve having his knocking door? Knock, 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 knock. Someone knocking at the door? Knock, 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 knock. Oh my god, they're opening the door. Perfect opportunity.
Alright, let's try something else. Alright, so right now I'm going to plug in a Mac Miller interview.
Not again.
And I'm going to do what I normally do, which
not
is
again.
reverse it. Okay.
It's so cringy to watch because it's such a fail.
And then I will adjust the volume.
Why, Josh? Just listen to the words I'm saying. It's flawed, this technique. Or at least validate it by fucking doing what I've told you. I've told you how to validate it. If you can validate it and prove something's being manipulated, then fair enough. Interesting. You even garnered the same response Steve Huff did because you were on the same fucking interview. What does that tell you? I hope you're watching this, Josh. I hope you haven't got bored by this time and watching this. I'm sure your angry fans are and they're really pissed at me for even... How dare I, look into this?
Are you okay?
Because I'm just negative. I'm just a negative hater. Blah, 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 fucking blah. And I always say to your fans, I don't think they even understand the fundamentals of ITC. I've had a few of them come over and they pretend they do, but they don't. If they did, they'd know this is not working. They'd understand why this is flawed. They'd understand it, but they don't. See you later, Zara. Thank you for coming through. I'm nearly done anyway by the end of this video, guys, anyway, so you haven't missed much, Zara. All the best.
I'm going to ask to see if you can come through on the recorder as well. I believe last night when I was getting you, I think I've heard something on the DR60 pertaining to you, but I don't know, I wasn't sure. So I just want to make sure that, as long as you stay positive, that, if you need help, I'll offer my help to you. All right.
Josh, you can't help him. You're not chosen. Because you're not chosen, you can't help him. I'm sorry.
I'm I'm just going to connect with you intuitively for a second, if I can, to see if there's anything else that I may be missing through the recorder, or if there's anything else that you want to say to me. Okay. So I feel like you're saying that you want to find permanent light. You've seen it or felt it, but you want some kind of permanent light.
Where did he say that?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Like,
wow.
yeah.
So we got a random. Yeah. He's more. And you don't know what? That was the most genuine reaction throughout this whole thing. When it went, yeah, there. That was a genuine reaction of, okay. First genuine reaction there.
Alright, permanent light comes from the next level. Yeah, I feel like it's coming from the next level because it's when you cross over to the next level, but
You don't actually know this as fact, Josh. You know, you might be giving him really bad advice. None of us really know until our time comes, if truth be known.
you know, I think you have to have gone through what you need to go through here, through this transition, you know, of leaving your life.
That's gonna not cool. I was gonna do a transition joke about being non-binary or something, but it doesn't work. Forget it.
So at any point in time, you can ask for God and say, if I haven't fully let go of what I need, Lord, help me. Father, God, Source, help me. You know, and I will call Jesus if that's who you.
Bye, man. You wanna know what we're doing? We're critiquing Huff Paranormal's disciple, Josh from Hope Paranormal. Check out his channel. It's really, really good. Really, really interesting stuff. You know, watch the stream when it's finished, and it'll give you something to giggle about anyway.
Would call. If not, then that's okay. You don't have to, but that's who I would. Alright. I'm going to stop this and go with the recorder for a minute.
Back to the DR60.
Wow, I feel like I really got him there.
Yeah, you got right in there.
That was really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I really feel like I got him there. Or I got him to answer a couple of things. I'm going to ask on the DR60 real quick. Mac, I'm going to ask you right now, can you use this recorder to say anything that you'd like to say? Wow, what was that? Hold on, let me play
Yeah,
it
what
again.
was that, Josh? What was it? There was something at the end there, sound like pronounced his and light, so maybe, Josh, maybe you have a genuine EVP there. But I don't know if it's quite what you thought it
Need a
said.
sound check on this. Need my guides, Bob.
Back to the app.
I don't want it to be too loud or...
Oh, how long is this video, man? I bit off more than I can chew here. 5 minutes to go. Okay.
I believe Mac is here with us, coming through. I can only suggest and call on the angels and ask for Jesus to help you. But you have to be willing to do the work, because this thing is not easy. Not here in this life, not in the afterlife. So I know that.
How do you know that?
Death is the escape.
How do you know that, Josh? Have you been dead before?
Escape. It's not. There's a lot more to this, apparently. Does that make sense?
No.
Yeah. You know, I don't care about doing these celebrity sessions like this.
Bullshit! That was a big... Jesus, Josh.
I don't care about who you were, whether someone I knew or millions followed you or not. I don't care. I mean, I care about who you are as a person, because when we leave these bodies, we leave that identity on some level, we don't have that to fall back on anymore, and we want to. But it needs to go to God at this point. Any confusion, any misunderstandings, we got to just go right to God with it. This thing is simple, it's just not easy.
This thing is simple, it's just not easy. You're just talking, you're just making mouth noises now, aren't you? Just pure mouth noises.
And I'm going to pray for you at the end, so if you're waiting for me to pray for you, I'm going to do that at the end. I'm just talking. If you want to say something. I just want to also mention Tupac. He came through in that group session not too long ago. I didn't ask for him, and I'm just so grateful and thankful. And if he can offer any help here in any way, I know that sounds crazy to some of these new subscribers or whoever.
He is missed? Really? He is missed, but I don't think that's what was said there.
But, sorry.
Yeah, it's getting a bit like that now, isn't it? Blah, 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 blah. This video is ending soon, thank God, then I can
And he's just
be
too
free.
awesome of an energy. Anyway. To the other, to X, anyone else that needs help, this is the time to take it, because after this, I'm releasing myself. Alright, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to pray for you.
Oh, it's coming to an end, thank God.
I'm going to pray for you right now. Here I stand up and pray for X, Mac, and anyone else that could use the light. Whether it's to cross over or from
where are
light that we
you?
receive from God, that everyone receives once we choose to channel and focus on it. As I stated before, this is all I can do. I have power, but I'm not the power. And that's always very important.
I have the power, but I don't have the power. Mouth noises.
Remember. In the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Lord Jesus, I release myself from this. Give the help to them. I trust in that process.
Oh yeah, you like the stream, Pie Man. Go back to the start when it's finished. Tupac comes through for Josh, because, Tupac knows Josh. Well, he doesn't know anything about Josh at all, but, doesn't even know he exists. But Tupac comes through for him. Yeah.
I am getting intuitively that you are going to receive the help that you need.
Oh, you as well. Forgot about this. Both Huff and him are doing this now. They are intuitively. They're both psychics now. Both psychics. Yeah, you believe in the Cuba thing as well, don't you, Pi? Tupac's actually not dead. He lives in Cuba now. I can't say either way, but there's some compelling evidence on that urban legend about Tupac still alive. There is some really compelling evidence on that, I've got to say. So, wouldn't that be interesting if Tupac ever did say, hey, I'm still alive or whatever at some point, which I doubt he can or will, if that's such a thing. But blow both these two out the water, wouldn't it?
I feel presence of angels. I don't know if there's something that you are not seeing or if it's something I'm missing and it's something that I can't figure out in real time. I can only do what I can, what I'm getting. So, I'm going to be closing this session out. I'm trusting that my guides are doing what they can do. I trust in my Father, my higher power, my Savior, my best friend, Jesus Christ. And I trust that the angels that are light and amazing are going to do what they need to do. Okay?
Well, I hope the angels and all that take care of the people who've been trying to communicate with celebrity or not celebrity, whoever you are. If you pass on, I hope that, because no one wants to be trapped in an abyss, Ah, Josh, you're an interesting case. You really are. Yeah, Jesus is best buddy. They talk all the
I say
time.
good night and I love you.
Some people feel that they're close to Jesus, There's nothing inherently wrong with that. If you feel like you're close and you can talk to Jesus or whatever, that's a religion thing and a belief thing and a faith thing. Nothing inherently wrong with that to say, but both these people are talking like they are the Jesus, so and they have. Oh, I've run out of mouth noises to say.
I think that was a positive. Alright. I'm out of energy. I love you all. I'm done. Like it, subscribe it, check it out.
You've earned your crust, dude. You've earned your crust. Well done.
I don't know. I'm on this journey and I'm bringing you along with me. Good night.
Well, there you go. So you've critically gone through Josh's session. It's interesting because unlike Huff, I mean, yeah, he's using the same techniques, but he doesn't jump cut anywhere near as much. He's still got jump cuts all over it. But the difference, I think, the fundamental difference between Josh and Huff is this. Huff fabricates and sets up from the start and jump cuts and adds his own sound samples and all the rest of it, whereas Josh literally just follows a session and connects dots. That is the fundamental difference between the two. Neither of which are really connecting to any celebrity, or so it seems. And even if they were connecting to something, that's something, because you'll never have the full proof of it's a celebrity or not, because at the end of the day, these entities do lie sometimes, and they've got no proof of that either way. When I get my session with demons and that, how do I know it's not a demon at all? It's just some dude having a fucking laugh with me, You don't. You've got no absolutes. So a lot of it is faith and belief, which is, fine. There's nothing wrong with being religious and spiritual. Definitely not. And I do wish Josh well on his, his baby that is due in about 45 days, allegedly, And I'm sure he'll be a great dad. But, yeah, as far as... this crap goes, it's just he is a disciple of Huff to the very end, and that's how he wants to emulate, because that is going to get in the most subs, the most views, the most Patreons, and that's that, But as far as evidence goes, again, there isn't really any decent evidence there. Yeah, there's jump cuts there, it's not quite as bad as Huff's, and you can look at it a bit more critical, hence why I did this. You can't just outright, just write it off, because it's not so fabricated. But at the end of the day, there doesn't seem to be any real evidence of connection going on. It's just following samples, And like I say, it doesn't work all the time anyway. It hardly works. 10% of the time it fucking works. It honestly. How many? Obviously I'm not everybody. Some people will get better results than I can, certainly. Like Shannon, for instance, or John Huntington get really good results quite, pretty much a lot of the time. But they've even told me it doesn't work all the time. A lot of their stuff, like their sessions that don't happen or go anywhere, they don't upload it. They just keep it to themselves. That's why there's a big gap sometimes. They don't upload very often because, well, we ain't got nothing, So that's fair enough. Whereas I'm the opposite. I upload no matter what to show you that it doesn't work all the time. Huff and him can't ever have a session where it's blank. That can't happen. They've got to have victory every time, or else, well, you won't get the subs, you won't get the name. That's just how it goes, So there we go, guys. That's me done, I think. A critical look. This video's gone on far long enough as well. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Jess, for the $20 super chat if you're still there. Yeah, keep it real, guys, and I'll have a session up soon. Take care, guys. Alright, all the best. I've got to find the off button now. Where the fuck is the off button? Come on, baby. Off. Oh, there it is. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.